Hello, beautiful people. I greet you wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice from at this time. Like it is customary for us, we are here to bring you news that is, making the rounds in the social media. And at this time, though it's a bit far from what is happening in Ibadan, unfortunately, but it's still a story that I think is worthy of bringing to your attention. And this time, we are told that Oletik, have cried her heart out, bitterly, as Kabiyesi is rumored to have graced Olamide's concert with her former modeling bestie. You guys recall that 26-year-old, I think Christiana Adewale, if my memory serves me right, yours sincerely did a story about her not too long ago as well. That gorgeous, beautiful, goddess of a lady. Okay, now you recall that in our previous stories, we reported that Oletik herself, was once a model. And she didn't go too far internationally, but all the same, she was a beautiful model, And we are told that the agency where she was doing her modeling had a relationship with KBC. I think they have some understanding. Don't forget that KBC is like a cultural ambassador, so he does some of this promotional stuff. So by virtue of that relationship with the her modeling agency at that time, that was what kind of brought both of them together. And like they said, the rest is now history. She's now married to KBC. So we are told that this while she was there, towards the tail end of when she was about to leave that modeling agency, there's this young lady, this 26-year-old Christiana Adewale, who just joined the modeling agency, and from what we are told, from the stories that are coming out from the social media, she like Oletik was like her, role model. She was mentoring her, sort of. Okay, she's far junior to her, even though, she's dead gorgeous. You can't compare both of them from the way she has been described. Okay, and we are told that there was a time that Oletik, wanted to get something. She had to send this her bestie, either to the palace or somewhere, and that was the first time there was interface between her and Kabiyesi. And right from that time, unfortunately, or is it fortunately now, Kabiyesi could not take his eyes off this girl. Okay, so you recall that not too long ago, there was this story about this lady, I mean, uh, troubling and giving politic, the hell uh, of uh, of attention. She has been so worried to the point that even if at the point we were told that she doesn't worry again if Ooni of Ife is going to marry some other ladies, but she doesn't want it to be this lady, because as far as she's concerned, how would someone she was once mentoring, somebody who is like she was like a school mother. Those of you who grew up in Nigeria, you understand when they say my school father, my school mother. Okay, so Oletik, is alleged to be like a school mother to this young model, and she doesn't want to. Just hear that it ever happens that she's dating Kabiyesi, not to talk of getting married to her. Okay, so that is where her pain is coming from. And don't forget that recently, both of them, that is Kabiyesi and this young lady, they were busy, they were together in an event, and to the point that the story said the lady brought a proposal, a business proposal, which was to take both of them all the way to Japan. Okay, don't forget that Ooni of Ife is a serial entrepreneur. He's into all sort of business. Wherever money is going to come out from, is always there. Be it, oil and gas, be it hospitality business, be it whatever. He's always there. Entertainment is there. So this lady brought this idea that was supposed to take both of them to all the way to Japan, even though we subsequently we never got information whether they eventually traveled together or not. Okay, so that is on that. And now Oletik, just heard that on good, she had on good authority that that's that KBC's trip, to Olamide's concert, was actually done, in company of Christiana, and I think this is what is really, making her so, crestfallen. She's feeling so sad, so bitter that, oh, in spite of all that is happening all around us, the abandon stampede and everything, you have the time to, to be hobnobbing with this young lady. Okay. So they said the moment Oletik heard this, she became so sad. But then Onirisha will always do what he wants to do. And don't forget that even the Oletik was also, met through situations like this. So what is she trying to do? And don't, we are in a time of, we are within the Yuletide period where people just want to have fun and unwind. So I don't know why Oletik is having headache upon headache. Okay. But for me, I really don't care. So Kabiesi's entry, as usual, to that Olamide's concert was so iconic. For those of you who can go fresh out the videos, his entrance was iconic and majestic, with all his paraphernalia of royalty, even though some people have criticized him, for this showmanship when Queen Naomi is under custody. I know a lot of people will say this. I was also worried that, look, there's time for everything. Queen Naomi cannot be undergoing what she's going through, and you are here. Being so majestic, attending every show. I agree that it's possible that he must have made this commitment long ago, but as the Onirisha, he could have also called it off. Okay, all he needed to do was to call Olamide and say, okay, Olamide, you know what is going on. For social reasons, I won't be able to come, and maybe he will not send his representative. But he didn't do that. He chose to go there, and expectedly, a lot of people lambasting Kabisi all over the social media for, showing up in that manner. One Mr. Honor, actually reacted this way, saying, not seen, they call him Mr. Wise. For those of you who are popular, well, who are, always in the social media, they call him Mr. Unwise. Hear what he said. He said, not seeing anything bad in Ooni Of Ife attending Olamide's concert is unwise. Wow. More wise, how is a spiritual, highly respected monarch, and he's not supposed to be in shows like this. Being too sane comes with disrespect to the crown. Okay, this is what he feels. Well, I'm not Mr. Unwise. He has his reasons for saying this. A lot of people have also spoken against that his appearance, but it is what it is. Okay, so the show was celebrated by Olamide. It's actually his 20 years on the stage, and expectedly he gave the performance of his life. Alongside the cream de la cream of the music industry. It was indeed a galaxy of our very best. Who gave exhilarating performances. The assemblage was so mad, okay? And it was just fun seeing the likes of Olamide. I mean, giving all his performing his old tracks, and it brought back memories, beautiful memories, even though this is not the time for that. Okay, the likes of Tiwa Savage, Davido, Aristar, Fino all gave the performance of their lives, and the whole stage was so lit, according to what the report is saying. So KBC being, a godfather to Olamide and most of the musicians, he just had to be there, according to what some other people are saying, those who are defending Kabiyesi. Okay? So, of course, he too knows how to cash fund. And who else will he go there with, if not with the gorgeous 26-year-old model, Christiana Adewale? Do you blame him? I really don't blame him. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if Oni cannot be beside Queen Naomi Ompuli because of the excuses he gave to Deji Fakure, then it is fine by me if he decides to use that time to inflict maximum heartbreak on the lives of Letik and the rest of them. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. In fact, we need more of this. All those people who said Queen Naomi will not have peace, they too will not have peace. This is just the beginning, like I always say. Okay, so this is the news that came out at this time, and they are saying, even as I do this report, that Olitik has been mourning, has been crying, has been, in fact, it's like, ordinarily she's not a happy person. So you can imagine how the facial expression will be by now. It's so, but I think I'm enjoying this because in view of what is going on in Ibadan, I think this is, this kind of reduces my anger and my pain momentarily. Okay, so this is the story that came out, and we thought it wise to bring it to you. Please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. I'll be back soon. God bless you. Bye bye.